we have another one that you want to do with the guitar?
No.
Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Oh, hello everybody.
Here we are again, Wednesday night, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
My favorite time of the week.
Yes, absolutely. We were just getting together this afternoon with Jody and Joel, and it's such a joy, to play music together.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, we haven't had much time to play and jam because we've been working on this album and spending many hours in the studio, trying to
get everything right.
Everything right.
And we had a major computer glitch at the weekend, which was really panic mode that we were in. Jody, you know all about these things, don't you? Yeah. So it's been a very interesting week for us, the whole thing. So, but we got her almost done now. So
yes. Well, I got the guitar out because Uwe asked me if we could play a Cabin in the Hills of Caroline.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. I think it'd be a nice song to do, right?
Yeah. Uwe posted this picture. We're gonna talk about it later.
The reverb is already on, so.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
There's a cabin in the pines in the hills of Caroline, and a blue-eyed girl is waiting there for me. I'll be going back someday, and from her never stray, and my cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, my cabin in the shadow of the pine, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'd be my wife, and we live a happy life in my cabin in the hills of Caroline. I'm packing my grip for that long, long trip back to the hills of Caroline. I want to see that blue-eyed girl, she's the sweetest in the world, and my cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, my cabin in the shadow of the pine, and the blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife, and we'll live a happy life in my cabin in the hills of Caroline. Take a chat. My grip for that long trip back to the hills of Caroline. I want to see my blue-eyed girl, oh, she's the sweetest in the world, and my cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, my cabin in the shadow of the pines, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'd be my wife, and we live a happy life in my cabin in the hills of Caroline. And when it's late at night and the moon's shining bright and the whippoorwill is calling from the hill, I will tell her of my love greater than the stars above, down within the hills of Caroline. Oh, my cabin in the shadow of someday she'll be my wife, and we'll live a happy life in my cabin in the hills of Caroline. In my cabin in the hills of Caroline. You know, when you play guitar, I'd rather listen to your guitar than sing. Because you're always pulling out these incredible,
Jens is running off
incredible
to
riffs.
correct the volume knob on the guitar because it has to be a little different than when he plays banjo.
Yes, when I play banjo,
It's
a little
it's a
more
little more
volume.
intense.
it's actually almost out.
Yes.
You know, Uwe posted this picture of us in
Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but
1977, I think it
Yeah.
was. And and because of the ceiling
yes,
on the picture, I can see that it is our restaurant.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So we sometimes entertained customers, you know,
Sure.
just played a little music, you know. In between, we would serve and run around or work in the kitchen or in the butcher store and get everything up.
well, once in a while, our dad just asked, said, "Boys, come on over here, play something."
Yes. And so we would.
Yeah.
So he would tell somebody, yeah, my sons play music, and then they would say, oh, okay, so what do you play? And they say, Uwe, Jens, get your instruments, come here, play one. I think it was probably one of those occasions. And I looked it up. There was the banjo I was playing was a banjo that Uwe bought me a few years before. We were in Zurich, playing a concert for and somebody of my old school friend when we still lived in Zurich came to see us. Jochen was his name,
Yeah.
and he's actually a great saxophone player today. He is, yes. And so he came and he said, well, I have a banjo at home. And I said, what? You have a banjo at home? Really? And he said, yes, my parents got it, when some of their travels. And then I said, well, how does it look? Well, it's a banjo,
So,
Looks like a banjo.
I remember that was just before we started playing that.
Yes,
so-
and I said to him, run home and get the banjo. I want to see it. And so he ran home. He came with the banjo, and it was a 5-string banjo, that I wanted. And Uwe said, how much do you want for it? Now he said like $30 or something.
$50, I remember. It was
Well,
a
so
greenie.
Uwe had the money in his pocket. He just handed it to him and gave me the banjo. But the banjo didn't have a 5th-string peg. It didn't,
Needed some work.
It needs some work. But that's that banjo on that picture. And a year later, after that picture, a truck drove over it. But that's a different story. But in those days, we loved playing. And we loved the old-time music and Flat and Scruggs and all that, So, but we're going to play one that we loved ever since, and it's called Sally Ann. And there's many versions of Sally Ann. Sometimes it's almost Sail Away Ladies. They're sort of intermixed. We had a set at Merlefest, and Alison Brown was playing with us.
Yes,
and she said she wanted to play Sail Away Ladies, and it turned out to be Sally Ann, or the other way around. So we looked at each other,
Maybe
and I think.
Sally and
So until the end of the song, we all couldn't figure out,
Which was
which. And then after the show, we were so apologetic, to each other. It's like, I'm sorry, I think I messed this up. And she said, no, I didn't. I said, no. But anyway, that's a version we once recorded on a little album called Behind the Barn 2.
yes.
Sally Ann.
Well, this is the kind of music that we sometimes play in the dressing room.
Yep.
And just sort of get into
Warm up.
the place. You know, Uwe said before when we played it, he said, "I could play this tune all night long.
Yeah.
Nothing else, just that."
If that was it, you know, then by the end of the night, I might have a good version of it. It's hot in here, ain't it?
No, it's not.
I feel like a
Is it
like
hot? It's cooling down.
Feeling flush.
yeah, I feel like a menopausal walrus or something.
Sarah's covering her eyes. My God.
It's, what are we going to play? We have this list here. Can you actually read it without glasses yet?
No, I can't.
I have to put on my glasses. So,
Yes. Good
so
idea.
what do we have on?
I have glasses on.
Hey,
You want to do the
You got an idea, Jens?
no, I just have no idea.
We have choices in Sarah on here. You want to do that a little later, or
Yeah, a little bit later because it's so wild. And
want to warm up a bit, maybe on something that's where we think a little less, like something
what
something like what was it, Midnight Spatial? We got that on there.
the Midnight Spaceship.
Midnight Spaceship.
yes, why not? And it's good. What key?
I don't know. We haven't even G, I guess, right?
So how you want to groove?
You're gonna wake up in the morning, hear ding dong ring. On the table, it's the same old thing. Knife and fork are on the table, ain't nothing in my pain. Tell you a thing about it, you're in trouble with a man. Well, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a river loving light on me. Well, yonder come a Mr. Rosie, how in the world do you know me? I know her by her apron and the dress she wore, an umbrella on her shoulder, piece of paper in her hand. She's marching to the captain, said turn her loose in my man. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a river of light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a river of light on me. Sheriff Benson will arrest you. He will carry you down, 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 down. Jury found you guilty. You're jailhouse bound. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a river loving light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a river loving light on me. shine a river love light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a river love light on me. Let the midnight special shine a river love light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a river love light on me.
What rhythm was that? We changed rhythms.
It changed rhythms midstream.
Yes, it was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
The rumba.
Yeah, it went from rumba to rock and roll.
Yes.
That was interesting.
Rumba roll.
Yes, that was a jam.
Yeah.
Actually, that was an actual jam.
Literal.
For 2 years, we hosted the Midnight Jam at Merlefest. And it was...
Remember that one year when they actually set up the whole stage the way
we
we asked
did.
them
That was
to?
our,
That
yes,
was
we
our
did it
idea.
like, yes, we did
with like a living room.
No, it was a general store.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the general. Yes.
It was
yeah.
a general store, and we had
the
nobody.
living room with
And the
Carolina
back
Falls.
rooms were all locked, so nobody could jam and prepare. Everybody had to be on stage, and they had to actually arrange the song on stage. And
While we were waiting. Yeah,
while we were waiting, and all the musicians were on stage, like
panicking.
But that
Oh,
was
it
also
was-
the last year that we did this.
no, everybody enjoyed it so much.
Oh, they had a
I mean, there
blast,
wasn't
yeah.
a free. It was full to the end.
That was a
I
literal
remember-
midnight
and Chris,
jam.
Chris Steele,
Steele, yeah.
he was there, and he couldn't stop jamming. So in the end, he played, and all the musicians played on stage an hour longer.
I
You
know.
everything was
It was-
over already.
That was
That's how
well,
much
that was
fun
the
it
year I
was.
got to play with the Dixie Chicks. They were there. Yeah.
And they wanted to not hire you.
Well,
No,
good
they
thing
wanted
for
to-
you.
They wanted to hire you, but they didn't pay as well as we did. So
Well,
that's
yeah.
why. That's why you stayed with
That's-
us.
He wasn't a chick either.
no, and I certainly wasn't the Dixie.
Well, they would have made you one. Anyway.
Well, I just talked to Andy Owens about this
Oh yeah.
at
Andy
Merlefest,
Owens. Oh, how's he
because
doing?
Andy was
Yeah.
co-hosting with us.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
He was handling a lot of things backstage
Yeah, he
and
was
everything. Yeah.
stage managing.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He's.
Andy, I didn't see him.
I didn't see him in Merlefest either.
I saw him in the tent, down and I jammed with him. We played some. He played some mandolin.
Nice.
His wife played some
His
mandolin.
son's
and I
doing really
played,
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
So-
he's very talented family.
Jens, we had some requests for maybe something from Ogden thing that we haven't done in a while. Would you like to do the first settlers and?
Building on a Dream. That's the
Yeah,
the
actually,
first
we're
part,
going to
yeah.
be playing on the 5th of December. We're going to be playing in Asheville at the Diane Wortham with the Mountain Symphony.
Ooh.
It's very embarrassing that it just fell out of my head what the symphony was called. Do
Is
you
it the
remember?
Asheville Symphonies?
No, it's not the Asheville Symphony. We're going to be playing with the Asheville Symphony next year.
Oh, that's December.
Yes,
okay.
but in December we're playing. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to
Look it up and let us know.
revamp that. But we're going to be playing
Some
parts of Ogden with them.
perfect.
Yes.
Wonderful. As well as some of our other symphonic stuff, music from the spring.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
the Spirit of the Rockies. That's going to be.
They already started rehearsing. No,
I
they're
guess I
not.
better get cracking.
Because I don't even know what we're going to play. All right, all right. Dance.
Bravo, yes, this is still one of my favorite compositions.
Beautiful.
These are great. We haven't even recorded them yet.
No. But they sound great with the whole symphony.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
they? I
it's
mean,
gonna
they
sound
really,
wonderful.
they really sound
But
fun.
honestly,
yeah,
they
it's
sound
fun.
good just with the banjo, even without us playing along. You know, I heard Jens plenty of times doing it, and it's
Sure.
just they're so. It sounds so like the American dream. This is like real American music. This is absolutely wonderful.
I love the way now Jody plays with the drums with it. You know, this part. That's so much fun. But you know, with the symphony, it sounds good with the flutes, and then rum, and then they have their part where they play alone, and it's really beautiful, I think. Yeah. Anyway, that's exciting. You know, while I am in the C tuning still,
Yes.
why don't we do our version of Shady Grove?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That's a little low for me, but that's okay.
You want to do it in D?
Can you?
Of course. Of course. I mean, what's not to can?
Sam.
I think when we played it before, it felt a little low.
We can do it in the key of D, the professional key.
For again, all of you playing along.
Well, with a capo, every song is in the key of C.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I like that. For the banjo player, with the capo, every song's in G. And you can go all the way up here. You know,
Yeah, we arranged this long time ago. You remember when we did this back in your...
Yes, we heard a version. The original, of course, is in minor. But of course, we played that with Doc.
We played it with Doc on
We
Hellfest.
recorded it with
Yes,
Doc.
we recorded. That's right. It's on our.
But this is like a
CD
more
with them.
old-timey version.
Yeah.
One.
Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my old true love. I'm bound to go away. 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 The last time I saw Shady Grove standing in the door, shoes and stockings in her hand and a bare little feet on the floor. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my old true love. I'm bound to go away. 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 When I was just a little boy, I wanted a Barlow knife. Now I want sweet Shady Grove to say she'd be my wife. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my old true love. I'm bound to go away. 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 Well, it's peaches in the summertime, apples in the fall. If I ain't back to learning next spring, I won't be back at all. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my old true love. I'm bound to go away. 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 I'm bound to go away.
That's another one that's like. But I had a friend, and he played old-time banjo, and in Switzerland.
Freddie.
Freddie Tim?
Yes, and he would play me
Freddie,
old-time tunes.
I remember
and
Freddie.
whenever he started, it's terrible, terrible thing to say, really. Whenever he started, I listened to it, and he would play the same tune like 20 times.
They're all different names.
No. He played it about 20 times in a row, and I would sit there sometimes just think, when is he gonna stop? Because I heard it now 10 times, and here you go, he goes again, and he says. When clave banjo is played right, it sounds like a mill clicking, It sounds like clickety click, and there's water running. And there's all these sounds of a mill actually on a creek. And we have so I went down to Lenny's mill here, and I listened to it. It doesn't sound at all like my banjo. Maybe because it's steam powered. I don't know.
He painted a great picture for you, though, didn't he?
I know it's going to be. I think the album cover for the Moonshine Sonata.
That's. I was going to say that. Would be
it just reminded me of one of those articles I once bought at a truck stop out in Wyoming. It was a plastic figure of a frog, and it had a little description of what kind of frog it was, and it said this frog is really special because when it croaks, it sounds like a banjo. I thought that's kind of odd, and then I went online and started searching for that frog, and lo and behold, I found it, and it sounds like a banjo. The frog sounds like a banjo.
And I that's see, because I do the research and development for Deering banjos, I always compare the sound of every new banjo that I have in the studio. I have the frog actually recorded that Uwe gave me, and I compare it to that frog. Yes. And then if it comes close to that frog, I tell him that's what we're going to do.
There you go.
And that's why they also have these toads to hold your picks in and everything, right? At Deering.
Exactly, they were the test frogs.
So your next line of banjo is going to be called the Kruger, right?
That all has to do something with Kermit,
You stitch about 5 frog hides together and you get a banjo head.
But you have to bleach it, with the.
Oh no, Uwe.
L'Oreal makes a special dye.
Frog bleach.
Yep. Frog bleach.
Oh
my God.
He started.
See, this is how Joe is. When he was a child,
He started it. Well, that's the advantage of being the little brother.
And also the way you said it is great. So in the 70s, you played bass at home?
Into the 70s, I played bass already in junior high school.
No, did you play it at home? What? I mean, did you ever practice?
Well, of course. Once.
Not like today.
Not like now.
No. Did you play at home? Did you have a bass amp at home in the apartment?
It was a little amp. Yeah, actually, my brother Norman, who some of you know, he's 10 years older than me, and he was already playing in rock and roll bands and all kinds of different bands in New York. And in fact, he was playing with the original Leslie West and Mountain. He was the first keyboard player. Mm-hmm. And I had started taking classical piano lessons back then too. And he said, we already have one pianist in this family. You'd make a much better living if you became a bass player. So when I was...
How wrong he was.
Well... it was well intended anyway.
It's less schlepping,
Well, I don't know. You didn't see my bass amp in the 70s.
Did you have one that's what was called the refrigerator?
Yes, of course, the Ampeg SVT, man.
In New York on the subway.
No, I didn't take it on the subway. No, but I couldn't get it into a taxi either.
Can you imagine that? You should make a movie about a bass player in New York,
well,
with a little roller stroller kind of thing, having this huge bass amp down the shaft, to the...
There was one of the highlights of my life was I was my teacher, Milt Hinton. I managed to get myself in. He was teaching the jazz workshop at Hunter College where I was going, and he took me under his wing and he became my mentor. And he told me the story one time of there was a jazz violinist named Joe Venuti.
Oh yeah.
And he rented a hotel room on the corner of like 8th Avenue and 58th Street or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he booked 20 bass players to show up for a gig. And he told them all to meet on that particular corner at a specific time.
And he took a hotel room.
And he took a hotel room right up above, and he watched as 20 bass players with all of their basses ended up on this one corner at a specific time of day. And he was up there laughing his butt off until the union got a hold of him and made him pay every single guy their scale for that gig.
saw Milt once in Bern.
Yeah. Well, he used to come every year to the jazz festival.
Yes, and we went into the elevator and hey, Buddy Joe.
Did he do a gig with Spike Jones, or what was his band?
No,
that he
his claim to he was with Cab Calloway for over
Calloway.
18 years up in the Cotton Club in Harlem.
You will never know, you know.
Oh, we were just the other day we watched some Spike Jones videos.
Oh,
you know?
good Lord.
And it reminded us of the Kruger brothers.
I could see why.
We just need a lot more
Oh,
washboard.
we're gonna be in the Banjo Museum, and some of the banjos that are exhibit there actually were from that band.
Well, the reason we are at the Banjo Museum is because Jens is inducted in the American Banjo Hall of Fame next Friday. Wow. And so I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of
Is this
fun.
next Friday already?
Yeah, next Friday already.
Next Friday, yeah.
I think it is, right?
I checked if I have a suit actually.
I mean, it's a week from Friday.
A week from
Yeah,
this
yeah,
coming
yeah.
Friday, yes, not this Friday.
Next Friday. Yeah.
That's it.
Here we are
Not
again.
this Friday, next Friday.
I have to have a talk.
We'll talk about that later.
No. It's actually
I have to have a talk with my tailor though, because it seems like just hanging around, my suit shrunk.
Uh-oh.
Yep, it's just they do that when they're just not worn, right? And so I
They
gotta
shrink. It's
a serious conversation.
I gotta have a serious conversation.
You know
with
what?
my-
We should play something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Because
You want to do?
yes, why not?
choices.
Yeah. Let's not do it too wild.
We had so many requests for this.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
So you knew you couldn't stay. All you did was run away from the place you once called home, just to find where you belong. So now you know just how it feels when you walk these streets in tears. You know you won't turn back as you move along the track. There's no reason to despair, for there's always someone there. Loves you more than you ever know. Doesn't matter where you go. When you find yourself alone in a world as cold as stone, in the darkness there's a light that will guide you through the night. When the time has come to see that the future's meant to be, and the choices you recall, they were no choices after all. There's no reason to despair, for there's always someone there. Loves you more than you'll ever know. Doesn't matter where you go. So let's sing and dance, old friend. Leave our worries where they stand. Trust the promise that was made, that his love would never fade. When it all comes to an end, he will take us by the hand, and he'll show us through the land. Peace and joy will never end. There's no reason to despair, for there's always someone there. Loves you more than you'll ever know. Doesn't matter where you go. There's no reason to despair, for there's always someone there.
morning you left them home. Doesn't matter where you
I'm leaning down and I'm looking what I'm doing, and my banjo's so loud.
You can't hear the
I
drummer.
can't hear the drummer. I go like, "Where's Jody? Where's Jody?" Oh, my banjo's too loud. And so I start playing, and I get faster. I go like, "Whoa, I'm not, somewhere in the timing." Anyway, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. I need to wear maybe headphones.
Nah,
Just play louder.
just play. We'll play with you. You just play.
Yeah.
Just
I think I
play
have to.
louder. Thanks, Uwe.
You know, I should take maybe the head off the banjo. Makes it quieter. Tried
Put some
that
bacon in the banjo. Grease it up a little. Well, we got a few more songs on the list.
What
How
time
much
is
time
it?
have we got? I don't know.
It's it's almost time to stop, but we talked a lot, so we can
Well,
probably
wait,
play
let's play
two
one more. Let's play one more.
Play two more.
Two more?
Oh,
We got
well, we got to let them play. Don't talk.
Let's just don't play.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted
Let's
to, you wanted
let's
to
not
do
talk.
this last thing on my mind, right?
last thing on my mind. We had that on the list for a few weeks now, and I've never
Yes,
played it.
yes. We want to
I
play
think
this for
yeah, why not? Play for Bill.
Bill Hughes up in Canada, our good friend.
Yes.
We miss him very much. He sent me a link to his dog
Yes,
fest,
to the Dogfest videos. That's
and I
great.
watched some of it. It's amazing.
Oh,
you know,
it's
I mean,
what?
the
I'm
talent
so
that he
sorry
had.
we couldn't be there.
Glenn Herbert did a great job, and they had a Natalie McMaster of
Yes.
course, of the family there.
Natalie and Danelle, yeah.
Yes, I mean it's awesome.
So
I
we
mean,
hope
everybody-
that we can go next year. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
I hope so. I mean, well, we sent this out to Bill, our good friend, and Jennifer.
All of our friends in Canada, we miss you guys.
Let me take my glasses off.
Yes. How do we start this?
Ooh, they
started
started this kind
I started something like that. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made a sound, made a sound. In the wink of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, never mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You got plenty of reasons for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, never mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind.
without you, without you. Every song in my breast lies a burning without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, never mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You know that was the last thing on my mind.
That's a great song.
Beautiful.
It's really just a good song.
I think Tom Paxton recorded that or wrote it in, I think in 1962 or something like that. As long that this song is as old as we are, yes. And it's, I don't know, it's probably still his best known song.
Yeah.
And
Tom Paxton's a great
He's a
song.
phenomenal songwriter.
Yes.
I mean, really.
Really. You wanted to do another one more.
well, we have Jens. We haven't played the third part of the Appalachian Concerto in a
Well,
long
I
time.
want to play something, with Jody.
Okay, yes.
You know,
Oh,
because the third part.
Tatum, he plays that one.
No, he
right?
doesn't.
No,
No,
You
he
don't?
doesn't.
Oh, no,
He
then we
doesn't.
don't do it.
I
Then
don't.
we
not
don't
tonight
do it.
anyway.
No. But I got something where your drum part is really, really hard.
It's vital.
That Beatles song.
Yes.
That
yes.
that one Beatles song that we do.
Yes, we have. lots of
We
it.
have to come up with a new one, Jens.
Yes, I know.
We have
We,
to, we
we
take
don't have to
Find
come up
another
with
one.
it.
No, we don't have to go.
We don't have to come up with a new Beatles song.
Well, it would be nice to come up with a new Beatles song. You know, one of the best comments I got yesterday when I posted that picture was a lady said that she just taught Carolina in the fall to her ukulele class at the college.
That's nice.
And when all ukuleles play Carolina in the fall, it sounds like leaves. Well, before.
So, by the way, today was Sarah's first solo flight.
Yes.
So-
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Sarah. You did a great
Sarah.
job.
Yes,
Yes.
and we're gonna get her a microphone next week. So
Yep. So you
she-
can hear her too.
Yeah, watch out. Watch out. Well, before we play our last song here tonight, I just want to thank you again for tuning in. Spending this time with us. It feels to us like we know you all through the comments, and that we've seen your faces, on concerts that we had. That you come to Murrowfest, say hello and introduce yourself. It feels like a big community. I'm very thankful for that. That's our social life, I suppose. That's what we got, and I'm very, very thankful for that fact.
And it's a lot less virtual than we always imagined. It doesn't feel as distant as it used to. I think we're all getting used to the fact that and how many reactions did we have at Merlefest and all the shows that we played now from people coming up and that watch every
that
show
watches
and
every
just-
week. Yeah.
Yes,
and we're so thankful that you're keeping us alive out there because
Yeah.
because the shows that we play are few and far between and they're not really keeping us alive
At the moment.
at the moment.
Yeah.
They're
we had 8 shows cancelled, for this fall.
exactly. So
But anyway, we just keep on going, and we're just happy to be here and entertain you. Thank you again for tuning in.
yes,
And
and look out next week. We're starting to work with the Miller and Davis agency, and there'll be a bunch of Kruger Brothers stuff coming up. Our website is going to be renewed. We had just had the first
Renewed or
PDF. It's going to be revamped.
Great. Okay.
Everything is put in order so you can access everything much easier,
Yes,
and so we're really looking forward to this. This is starting October 1st, so we'll see if this comes out something. Good night, everybody.
we'll see you next week.
Yes. Let me turn on the reverb. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes, learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the cold dark night. Into the light of the black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Yes, you were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.